basically in hotel services. So please reach out. They will surely deliver the best there. So today we are going to be discussing action against counterfeit and underweight products which are on market, and of course very pertinent, and it is fundamental that someone from the UNBS is the one that discusses such. And here is Kirabo Sylvia, who is the principal PRO and spokesperson of UNBS. You're very welcome, Sylvia.
Thank you so much. Praise God, viewers and listeners. I'm glad to be at Family TV this morning.
Wow, it's a pleasure to have you indeed. So starting off the discussion, can we understand what counterfeit or underweight products are?
Yes, when you say counterfeit, maybe I need to clarify that as Uganda National Bureau of Standards, we speak about substandard products. And of course, when you bring in the issue of underweight products. And I'll be specific on the issue of substandard products. These are products that do not conform to the specifications of the relevant set standards, meaning that they cannot perform to the expected capacity and standard that has been set by UNBS, by any other standard set up by an authorized agent. And you'll find that substandard products are even dangerous to the safety of the consumer, to your health and your safety. So at UNBS we deal with substandard products. A counterfeit is an infringement on someone's copyright. So you may do a product and you infringe on my right. If I have a popular brand, you mimic it and then you sell, and you hoodwink people to think that you're selling my original product. Because I think you've seen those issues of Sony, Sokwi, Kiwi, Kiwi. So those are the counterfeits. But as UNBS, why we are charged with the responsibility of elimination of substandard products. And many times you find that counterfeited products are actually substandard. So in the world of standards, we speak of substandard products. When you come to the issue of underweight products, I think these are the products that do not have the accurate quantity. As UNBS, we are responsible for the quality and the standards of products, both imported and those that are manufactured within Uganda. But also, we have the aspect of quantity, of measurements, of metrology. So the issue of quality, we undertake it following the UNBS Act. And for the case of weights and measures, issues of quantities, we do this under the Weights and Measures Act. So underweight products are those products that are on the market, and when you see the label, it may indicate 1 kilogram. But in reality, it may have less than
a kilogram.
1 kilogram. Of course, the standard allows a plus or minus, but usually for the sake of fair trade and consumer protection, we would rather accept the plus. So if I'm going to buy bread, I now have my family, it's 1 kilogram, and then I get home, and sincerely it's around 600 grams or even less. That's where the problem is. So if you're going to buy cement, and for people who do bills of quantities at building sites, they usually, the engineers, they know how to do these multiplications. So he will give you bags of cement with in mind that they are 50 kilograms. But just imagine a situation where someone has tampered with that bag and maybe reduced the quantity. And then instead of having 50 kilograms, you have 46. And then they are telling you maybe adding this so much of sand, adding this so much of lime. And it messes up
messes
everything.
yeah, sure.
So substandard and underweight products are a problem, and as UNBS we totally condemn it.
Okay.
And when we are doing our work, we have to ensure that you have safe products and accurately measured products.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is the current situation in regards to this? Because I understand there is a call to action against the underweight and counterfeit products. What is the current situation?
The current situation, I think I've tried to talk about it. In our investigations, what we have found out as UNBS is that, and this is through our routine inspections on the market and surveillances, you'll find that some people, and let me make this clear, it's our research has actually established that it is mainly done by the transportations, between the transporters and the stockists, or the retailers, or the wholesale shops, or the supermarket owners. So what happens under the UNBS operations, we go to industries, to factories, and assess, and we have accurate weighing scales and equipment. So if we are in a factory that is manufacturing soap, they must have a calibrated weighing equipment that we use to confirm that actually you're manufacturing products that are accurate. So they measure. It's a requirement for you to get the UNBS quality mark. You must be packing right and accurate quantities.
Okay.
So we will measure 50, maybe for sugar, 50 kilograms, 25, 10, 5, 2, 1, we measure. Those are called pre-packaged products. These are products that they pack in the absence of the buyer, you and me. In the absence of the consumer, the manufacturer packs. And you find it when it's already well packed and it's on the shelf or it's in the shop. Bread, they will do the same in the bakery, and then they will pack. So before they dispatch, as part of the quality assurance process, it must be weighed. So they will weigh. And for us to be able to grant you to use the UNBS quality mark, we require that we must have weighed those products, and we are comfortable beyond reasonable doubt that actually you're packing the right quantities. And when we've done even these routine inspections, we've gone out to factories as well. We find, we sample and find that actually the problem is not there. You get, it's not there. We are finding the quantities are okay as indicated in the standard.
Yes.
But our main concern, because we do certification at the factory end, but we are also obliged to do what we call market enforcement. So whereby we have a team of people who move around to monitor randomly the compliance of these products on the market, on the shelves, in the retail shops, in the warehouses, in the stores. So we found out actually that when we get to the warehouses and when we get to the stores, that when we get to some supermarkets, that when we get to some shops, actually we find that these products are not weighing as per the indicated kilograms.
So where is the problem?
So we ask, where is the problem? And because the UNBS Act empowers us, for as long as you manufacture, you are distributing, or you are holding for distribution, 3 issues. You are liable. And as UNBS, we can take.
I thought it is only the distribution.
No. It's all around. The manufacturer, you're manufacturing. Yes. So you're responsible to make sure that what you're manufacturing is in line and conforming with the requirements of the standard. For the retailer, for the supermarket owner, for the person owning a store or a warehouse, you are holding for sale. So you're also equally liable.
Mm.
And for you, the person who is transporting, because many times we actually do what we call road inspections, because we have established that there's a problem in there between the distribution, the distribution process. Yeah, it's where the problem is, because when we trace down, because I'll tell you, we know for sure if it is sugar. We know how many factories are in Uganda doing sugar.
Yes.
So we can. It doesn't take us much time to go there and monitor. And if it is cement, we know for sure 1, 2, 3. These are the companies doing cement.
Cement, yes.
But we don't know how many people are in that distribution. There are so many hardware shops across the country.
Sure.
So what we are saying, and the main call for action is, if you're holding any product for sale, not for your internal use at home. For at home, you can do what you want. Okay. But if you're holding for sale, you're liable to make sure that whatever you are holding for sale meets the set standards. What am I saying? Because when we have interacted with some business owners, and I must say that there are those that are doing the right thing, quite many. A few who are doing the wrong things, making the whole situation very sad. So if I'm delivering sugar from a factory for you and I'm your transporter, I give you that I offer you that service. Verify.
Oh.
You have your weighing equipment. As they offload, you
verify.
weigh.
Okay.
Then you stop. You weigh and stop. As a check for checks and balances. Because for us, we are sure as UNBS that this product, as it leaves the factory, it is okay. What is the problem? So when we find you holding for sale underweight products, we take you on. And then you say, it is not me, it is my transporter, it is my person you're responsible for them. Because at this particular time, the product has left the industry and it is with you. And also the distribution. When we find you on the road and we sample your products and we find that they are not measuring up to, that means you're distributing, you're helping in the distribution and the dispatch of underweight products. Because you cheat the consumer, but it is unfair trade, it is cheating the consumer, it also brings trouble. Look at tea leaves, for example, because when we're speaking about products like tea leaves, people thought it is minor. People plan. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, you plan, when I buy my pack of 500 grams and we have tea in my home twice a day, it takes me 2 weeks or 1 month.
Yes.
And then we get complaints, these days when I buy the same packet of tea leaves, it's not measuring up. We can't run. Is it that the people at home? Or it is the quantity? So for us, we don't argue, because as UNBS, whatever we do is informed by a standard. It is informed by a best practice that is agreed on regionally, continentally, and globally.
Okay.
So we will not argue. We must prove scientifically that you're right. So we will weigh. And when we sample and weigh, we find a problem. We find a problem.
Okay. And now, you talked about distribution and the sellers maybe. Why do you also want to include the manufacturers to be liable? Because apparently you tested from there and the things were okay.
Yes. Why we say that the manufacturer is also liable, when the UNBS certification auditors, or for the matter of substandard products, when the UNBS certification auditor comes to a factory, they assess the process.
Okay.
You agree on set processes and procedures, on what you must add in, what you must not add in. But, we are not always there. Because the factories run day and night.
Yeah, sure.
We may not be there all the time. So how sure are we that whatever we've agreed on and you've committed that you're going to do it, you're actually doing it? So that's why we hold you liable in case you do not follow our agreed criteria. So it's an issue of being checks and balances and being sure that everyone does their role.
So there's a possibility of maybe a wholesale shop owner to also duplicate and form their own, get out some of the quantity and maybe create more sacks of cement or sugar, sort of?
Actually, through our market surveillance operations, we really uncover so many things. Not nice things sometimes that business people do.
Wow.
Because you see, for the consumers, for them, they'll say, UNBS state we are. That is always the thing. Where are you? But then when we interrogate, when we go further, we realize that actually, when they deliver, some, and I must say some, not everyone, but I think there's a saying that only one person does the wrong thing and the entire chain is affected. So you'll find that some of them get these bags. Like for cement, they'll get the bag. They have some funny open bags that are empty. So they will open very well, pick out,
a few,
then put in the empty bag. Get some bit of sand, add in.
Sand?
Sometimes even people get
flour. we had someone
it is bad like that.
That's
how ugly it is. Sometimes, I'm saying.
Yes.
So they will sell and stock. So for you, you will come thinking actually you're going to a reliable hardware shop to buy.
Do they realize the danger they are causing?
They do, but they, sometimes some of us, and I want to say not everyone, we know people who are doing the right things. There's always those people who are, the bad apples, they're always there. They will sell, and when the unsuspecting consumer, it can be you, it can be me, it can be you who is viewing us and following this discussion. You will go on the site, they've done for you the calculations, and actually they are saying, you need 5 bags. The wall will be up. You buy your 5 bags. The builder tells you, boss, add more. Then you're like, you guys are cheating me. Are you taking away some cement? Are you start suspecting everyone. Your laborers, you start suspecting your engineers, and so because of that, they compromise. Because like for some structures that are so strong, like
towers.
So they it is measurements that are working. Say 5 bags makes this, so they don't really care. So people just ferry come power, ferry. So they are thinking the concentration of the cement and everything, it's okay because it's using the values and the figures that are there. But in reality, he's getting less of a particular product. And it cuts across. So we are saying we need action now as UNBS. We've done our job. We have certified manufacturers. We are out there walking and traversing the market. But you as the consumer, are you having the right information? Are you taking on your role as well? That you're holding someone responsible before you pay that money. Are you interrogating the person somehow?
Wow. Can we talk about the penalties? Are there penalties for manufacturers or sellers, maybe distributors, once found in such kind of dealings?
Yes, actually, under the UNBS Act, these penalties are set out. And maybe the other issue that I needed to share is that government established a particular court to help us handle these issues. It is called the Standards and Utilities Court. So when we get you, and as I speak now, many people are in that court. Many people have come out on bail. We have so many cases. But as UNBS, we don't want that. That's not the ideal situation. We want people to thrive in businesses. We want to facilitate Ugandans to do business. We want to grow our economy. So we are saying, let us do the right thing. The law is there. Actually, when we get you, we take you on. We take you on, we have police working closely with them, then the courts of law, and people are there. Yeah. So the penalties are there for like if you're a one-timer, there's a specific punishment for your penalty. If you are a serial, like there are those that are serial. We get you in Gulu, next time you shift, say, it seems they are over-monitoring Gulu. Let me go to Kabale. So we find you also in Kabale. Like the same person. Then when we go to Mbale, Kapchora, you're the same person. So I mean, the penalties differ. We can delve into that at another discussion. The penalties differ. But what we are saying is, can we do the right thing? For how long shall we take you to courts of law? For how long shall we take you to police? Can't you really reform? Because this thing affects us. Yeah?
Yes.
Because now if...
That's when we shall...
You know what is funny is that you may have a bakery and may have a factory for cement. So you're building your house. Me who is cheating you, underweight, I'll sell you the underweight cement. Then for you're thinking, me I know this bread. It's not me who's taking. Now for me, you also buy my bread, which is also underweight. Or you live in shop, sugar, you have a wonderful introduction ceremony, or you take to your in-laws, things that are not weighing up. Because for you, you're making money through those rudimentary means and underweight. So you cheat me in this sector, as I'm also planning to cheat you in this other sector. You see how things don't really work out. Because you may not be the direct consumer, but don't forget that you're the consumer of my products. Sure. As I take yours, you're also buying mine. So if you do the wrong thing, you also be got. Even me, and you're doing the wrong thing, I also be a culprit. So we are saying that this issue is really a big issue, but it is doable. Can we reform? Yeah. Yes, the UNBS is there. Always coming out, and sometimes people see us in the bad light. People run, closing shops, but that's not the case. If you're doing the right thing, just say, you're welcome, UNBS. So we just come with our weighing scales, we confirm, underweight, no, good, we leave, we go to the next person. But because you're suspicious of your own actions, when we come to, and these are now the business people, some of them, when they see the bureau card, they will take off. Because they know they're actually doing the wrong thing. Oh, yes. And for us, we thank actually social media, the digital platforms. These days, consumers reach out to us all the time. They will come to your shop, you do the wrong thing, they will take a photo and share with us. So, in our offices, in Boyogere, Gulu, Mbale, Mbarara, we will know that there is someone, the next shop, AB, and we shall come. And we want to encourage the consumers and the public. Give us that information. We have toll-free lines. 08 133 133, and then also the other alternative is 08 233 233. Okay. You reach us out. Even on X, we are there. TikTok, we are there. YouTube, we are there. Tag us if you have information, and we shall roll.
Well, great information indeed. If you didn't know that you're consuming a half a kilogram, yet you bought a kilogram, please, this is the information you're supposed to be paying much attention to. We are going in for a very short break and return with more of this conversation.
Issues at hand, powered by
Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best.
Family TV, enriching lives. Issues at hand, powered by
Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best.
Welcome welcome back. You are watching Issues at Hand here, Church of Uganda Family TV. Remember, we are powered by Protea Hotel by Marriott in Entebbe. So here we are discussing the action against counterfeit and underweight products on market here in Uganda, and it's a blessing. I'm having Kirabo Sylvia, who is the principal PRO and spokesperson of UNBS, and I think you and I agree that this is the very person who can address such an issue to us here. So, Madam Sylvia, I want you to also respond to me on how a consumer can know that this is an underweight product before they actually take it.
Yeah, it may not be that you can know, because I talked about the issue of the science behind it.
Yes,
You
yes.
must measure it. But I can share some tips that you can take. One, what we have found out that many times for a product, there will be some bit of tempering. If it's a packaging, it will not be intact as the original one. So if when you interrogate the product a little bit, not that you should do it all the time, but a little bit. So it's just an issue of paying. Then they load for you, and for you go.
Sure.
Now, like for people in the construction industry, really, you're buying in bulk, and then you're going to the wrong hardwares. I have seen, for example, for cement, these factories have authorized dealers.
Yes.
They actually even have their labels. I'm the authorized leader for Look and Sons. I'm the authorized leader for this and this. So, one, go to an established outlet. Preferably, if it is for construction products, to an authorized dealer. Why? Because you will buy from that person. They can even give you a receipt. Because sometimes people go, they buy, and the next day you go back to complain. They say, this is not where you bought your products from. It's an allegation. So we are saying, before you bring your complaint to UNBS or raise an alarm, make sure you're buying at the right place. The stockists that you know, you demand for receipt, because it's your right. Let them give you a receipt, so that the next day you have an issue and we are following up, we have a receipt showing clearly that you bought from Kirabo and Sons.
Okay.
But also the issue of interrogating the product a little bit, especially on the packaging. If someone has altered, there will be some bit of untidiness. Yeah, someone was fidgeting. It's not the factory made, because I mean, these manufacturers put in some bit of money to do these things. That's why not everyone is a manufacturer. So interrogate it a little bit. Interrogate it a little bit, and then two. One sure way is look out for the UNBS quality mark, because that Q mark is what will confirm to you that this product was assessed by UNBS, so the manufacturer is doing the right thing. But I also want to speak about like these ordinary beverages, yogurts, because lately we've also got complaints on yogurts, whereby yogurt is supposed to be there maybe for a few days, and someone goes and gets a marker and removes the label and starts fidgeting. Yes, sell by 23rd August. Maybe it was supposed to have been 1st August or 30th. But because they are seeing that they have so many products in stock, and they don't want to make a loss, and these products have actually expired. And they don't want to make a loss. So what they go and rub a bit. And then they start writing their new marks and dates. But if you look at it closely, you will know that there's some bit of fidgeting here. You suspect. And then when you suspect, what we tell people, first tell the person, like in a supermarket, tell them, what happened to this? I've been buying here yogurt and I see this label doesn't look like this one. What happened? You will see them fidgeting.
The reaction.
They will know that people are being more careful. And for us as UNBS, I know some people have been saying, why don't you go to the factory? Why don't you go? We have gone there. But we're also calling for your support. Can we work together? Because we are fighting for your safety. We are fighting for your health. Can we Work together.
Okay.
It's very important.
Now that is
Because-
my next question.
Yes,
How
it's
can
very
the
important.
consumers be of use in combating this issue of underweight products?
Actually, for us, we look at consumers as our partners. If the consumers are vigilant, these vices will not be there. But because you're providing ready market for the things people are doing that are wrong, you give them morale to continue doing the same thing. But we are seeing as consumers, be the first inspector. And for us as UNBS, we are empowering you with information to interrogate those products. Check out for the expiry date. And actually, some of them don't even take time to rub. They leave it there because they know by the time you rush to the supermarket, you open the fridge, pick 1, 2, 3, put in the basket and go and pay.
Sure.
You don't even take 1 minute to check. If you take, like I have done it, just 1 minute, 1 second to check, I'm like, wow, it's expired. Then when you ask, what is the problem, sir? We didn't know. I mean, they figure it around, but they remove the products before even UNBS comes in. If you do your role, because as consumers, we have roles and responsibilities.
Some people
Government,
realize on
yes.
taking the product, then that's
Yeah.
when they
So
know
that
it's
some
expired.
people take these things at home, then they open and take, and then after that say, yeah, the thing is spoiled. And at that point, we may not help because now this person will say, I gave it to him when it was okay. It is him who messed up. And you know the things of court say you prove beyond reasonable doubt that actually you got it like that. So we are looking at having a consumer quality culture, a consumer who knows what they want, a consumer who cares about the money, a consumer who is the voice of UNBS. And we are calling upon you, be our voice, be the inspectors as well. We are not sitting. We are doing our work. Actually, we want to appreciate so many people these days are giving us feedback. And for the business community, I want to just share a warning or some people are alert. They are sharing, they share with us, and when they share, it is confidential. We don't reveal anything. We just go and roll and do our work. That's how we identify these products quite easily. Like for the milk, it gets expired, they keep it in the freezer, then the person goes. It is really bold, black and white. The date today is 17th. The thing expired on 7th. But you didn't check.
Wow.
You didn't check. So when you don't check at all, then it's UNBS, they are not doing anything. No, we are doing something. Can you join us? Can you give us that information? Can we work together? We are holding responsible those stockists, the business community, but also as consumers. Can we be vigilant? And that's my call today to you all who are listening in, who are viewing us. Please, you can make a change. You can make that difference.
Wow.
We give you the information. Interrogate. Interrogate, especially now like for the food and beverages. This is something you're going to buy and eat immediately. If you take poison, before even UNBS comes in, what will happen? Because clearly the label is there, expired. And sometimes on those labels, they indicate so many things. You may be allergic to something, and they have indicated ingredients. This, and you may find in the list of ingredients the chemical, something that you're allergic to is included. Don't buy. As simple as that.
Wow. Now there's someone who is very passionate about knowing the importance of having products registered, and what are the procedures of having it registered?
I want to say that having a product made in Uganda, we promote Bubu. Buy Uganda, build Uganda. And we are looking at the small entrepreneurs. People are starting up with the cottage industry. We are so passionate about the cottage industry. But the only way we can take off is by embracing standards. And standard specifications are the minimum. We set the minimum, the bare minimum standards you must meet. And that is the spirit that I want our people to know, that we are setting the bare minimum, that you must really meet for you to have a safe product on the market. So this standard will guide you Are you maybe packaging snacks? How you should do the drying, how you should look at the things you're using to as preservatives, you know, those small things. So what we are saying, if you are an SME, if you're in cottage industry and you want to get the UNBS quality mark, it is available. And look, this goes for 500,000 a year. Every year.
Wow.
And we are moving to a situation where we are introducing what we call the digital conformity marking, whereby we shall be addressing per unit. So if you're going to produce a product, just confirm to us that these are the quantities I'm going to come out with, and we shall give you a quality mark to use for the quantities you're sure. And this is for the MSMEs, the cottage industry, because we know that they are dealing with the really substantially small quantity of products. So you can use that. Yeah?
Yes.
But also the issue of money. We have learned some people go around and lie and hoodwink our people, telling them, me, I'll help you to get the UNBS quality mark. I'm a consultant, I'm an expert, give me 5 million. So when they tell people, they think that that is the money that Bureau is going to collect from them. As UNBS, all the things that we do, all the money you pay to the Bureau of Standards goes to the Consolidated Fund of Government of Uganda. And I'm telling you, you will pay 500,000, and that invoice will be given to you by UNBS. And you will pay it through any bank to URA. But we also know, and actually this has been the problem, that people with wrong motives go and speak to our people down there, especially the cottage people. Say, UNBS, give me 10 million, I'll give you the mark. We don't sell the mark. This should be very clear. We do not sell the mark. We facilitate the process that makes sure that you have the right product on the market. And when you get that quality mark, you will access markets. Because last time, I think it was one of the supermarkets downtown here, they put up a notice. Say, don't bring for us any product without a UNBS quality mark.
Wow.
Down here, I will not mention the name. So the first reaction was the person took the photo of that signpost and sent to us on X. Said, mutulemeseza. So when we got it, we actually got in touch with this person, said, actually you should thank God that the supermarket is guiding you. Because come get this mark and you will have unlimited access to the market. In Uganda, outside Uganda, because that same quality mark has been notified at the East African community level. So it allows your product to sell even outside Uganda. Okay. We have also notified that mark at the African continental level, because there is an organization that handles standardization for the entire continent. So just look at that big market. When you have the UNBS mark, and let me say, we don't sell that mark. We help you through the process and you qualify for the mark. And it should be you, the manufacturer, the owner of the business. Take interest in your business. Visit us at our office. We have even a desk that is there specifically to build the capacity and help the cottage industry, the SMEs. Because some of them may not know English, you know. Sure. Some standards are in English, but we have gone ahead to translate those standards into the local languages. But we've also learned that even when we translate to the local language, people don't want to read. We explain We are there, we can explain to you. Now that you want to pack, and there is I think I'll share that information. There's a lady who does mukene. You know this mukene, the small fish.
Small fish, yeah. So
and for her, she came and said, you know, how can I take my mukene to the supermarket? I said, come here. We have the standard for mukene. We told her, do this, make sure you know where you're getting your mukene from. When you're packing, this is how you should preserve it. This is the hygiene. You package it. The lady up to now, she sells mukene even beyond Uganda.
Wow.
And she's from Mukono there. She's really around Katosi. She's a single mother and she has seen the benefits. What am I trying to say? That the right things can be done and UNBS can help you. Avoid the middlemen. Because I think the problem has been the middlemen. We get feedback from people. And people go to them and say, it's me who can give you the mark. No one can give you the mark. It is only UNBS that will give you the mark. And for us to give you that mark, don't mind about the money. And I'm saying that money, we use it, one, to test. Because we have laboratories at UNBS, and for us to confirm that your product is safe, we must subject it to a scientific test in the lab. So that is the money you pay. But we have also gone ahead to waive some bit of money for the small-scale entrepreneurs. So Ugandans, if you have a small business and you're starting, come to UNBS. We shall help you. We are there to help you. We are there to walk with you in this journey. We are not there to fail you. We only hold responsible for people we find doing the wrong thing. And we do that in the interest of all Ugandans and to protect consumers.
Wow, interesting discussion. We are only just being cut by time, but otherwise we would have gone along with this discussion because it is really helping a lot. Now, as we wind up, Madam Sylvia, I would love you give us your last remarks because time has really gone.
Yes. Look, my last remark is one, that UNBS is available. And we are a trade facilitation institution. We facilitate trade. But the trade we facilitate is fair trade. Fair to the manufacturer and the business community, and also fair to the consumers, to the Ugandans. That you do not cheat the consumer, but also we want the business person to make money. Two, as consumers, you're the first-hand inspectors of standards. Actually, you're the inspectors of standards. Before the UNBS inspector comes, the consumer has gone there, and you have the power. Citizens have a lot of power, by the way, and we want to involve them in this campaign, in this struggle for a quality culture in Uganda. Interrogate the product before you buy it. It's your money. It's my money, it is your money, it is your money. Interrogate the product. Read the labels. If you suspect, and I want to say, if you suspect anything, consult us. Get in touch with UNBS. We have a toll-free number. It is 0800 133 133. Alternatively, we have 0800 233 233. We are on X. We are on TikTok. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. Get in touch with us. We are in the regions. If you're in Mbale, you can visit us. Because there are some people saying, I don't want to go into the social media. I'm a person of physical, even physical people, we welcome you because we have physical offices. We have physical offices in Mbale, we have in Gulu, we have in Mbarara, we have in Lira, we have in Jinja, we have in Katwe, downtown Kampala, and then we have the main office in Boyogerere. If you want to speak to an inspector, you can come and we speak to you. If you want to engage us online, we are also available. If you want to make a call, take use of that UNBS toll-free line. Wow. And let's be in this together. We can make Uganda better market, we can be safe, and our industry will prosper.
Wow. Thank you so much, Madam Kirabo Sylvia, who is the PRO and spokesperson of UNBS. I hope you've really had a wonderful insight out there. And please do make use of the information that has been delivered, mostly if you're involved in this. But particularly, I think everyone is involved because we are consumers. So be mindful of what you're going to consume every time you go to the supermarkets, every time you go to these wholesale shops or retail shops. First, take a look at what is being sold to you and maybe take it if it is still not expired. So please, I remember one time someone took yogurt and they had to test from home using their tongue that, okay, now it is expired. They had to go back to the shop. That is not the way, just like Madam Sylvia has told us here. So please, do make use of this information. In case you've missed us, please go to YouTube, get the link, and listen in as many times as you would love. We have been powered by Protea Hotel by Marriott in Entebbe. My name is Luke Majumba Naitwe, and I want to wish you a lovely day.
Issues at hand, powered by
Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best.